Hello everybody and welcome back to another story. Before we begin, make sure to like on that like button, subscribe to our channel for more amazing and interesting stories, and click on the bell icon for more amazing videos. Today's story dates back to the 4th of May 2018 when an airplane crew noticed a youthful soldier who was simply in the corner blankly looking at his smartphone. After a few seconds, he began crying. Thus, they chose to go to him, but suddenly, they heard somebody shout, "Don't let that man get on the plane!" which shocked everybody. The soldier's name is Brooks Lindsay. In 2015, in his old neighborhood in Jackson, Mississippi, he met Haley Wilson, the love of his life. They were so infatuated with one another that being separated was difficult for them. When Brooks was a kid, he truly wished to join the US military, so he enrolled in the army while he was still with Haley. The couple's adoration grew to the point that they chose to get married in November 2017. The youthful couple was excited to live together. Soon after they got married, the youthful couple received happy news. Haley was pregnant with a baby girl and they chose to name her Millie. Not long after, Brooks' job came thumping at their door. Brooks was told to join in the 2nd Battalion 114 Field Artillery Regiment. He had to go to Kuwait for 9 long months to complete his duty to the nation. It was unfortunate, however, they couldn't do much. Brooks left home when Haley was 7 months pregnant. As the protector of the nation, he needed to put his duty first. Finally, the day came when Brooks needed to go. It was a tragic day for both of them. Brooks felt bad that he had to desert his pregnant wife. He felt that he should have been constantly close by, yet dismissing what he felt with this circumstance, Brooks was glad that he is now ready to be a soldier. The mystery of what life needs to bring regardless of whether he needed to leave his family is exciting. Then again, Haley's pregnancy was going truly well. Aside from her high blood pressure, however, it was nothing to stress over. The chances for a soldier to return home to watch their better half giving birth is improbable. The procedure is excessively long and would require a lot of paperwork to be done. Thus, Brooks seeing the birth of his baby girl is likewise impossible. For men to return home, the Red Cross would survey and analyze that the man actually needs to return home, and only then they will sign the papers. Haley proceeded to the physician as planned. Sadly, Haley's blood pressure increased, which could eventually harm the baby. The physician carried out a thorough checkup of Haley and her child. Later, Haley got a call with her results. It appeared that she had preeclampsia. Furthermore, the primary concern about it is that it raises blood pressure. It started to damage Haley's internal organs, for example, her liver and kidneys. On account of the declining condition, the physician concluded that they couldn't wait anymore. They have to get the infant out. They needed to place Haley in labor right away. Haley called Brooks and revealed to him the situation. Brooks was truly stressed over his family, so he arranged his papers quickly in order to return home. He gave the Red Cross the clinical evidence that Haley was truly suffering from a serious condition. His papers were approved, so he headed to the airport and asked about the fastest flight from El Paso to Jackson. However, it turned out that there was only one, and it's full, so he had to wait for the next morning. Haley's water broke the following morning at 7 a.m. This was an indication that she was going to give birth to her daughter. She was promptly given a medication generally utilized before giving birth. Brooks successfully boarded the plane. Upon arrival at 2 p.m., he immediately called Haley to ask about the situation, and at that point, the physician revealed to him that his significant other is about to give birth to her baby girl. But that was when things began deteriorating. Brooks' flight got deferred from 3:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. It was a 2-hour delay, which made him furious. Now he was so sure that he was unable to watch his better half giving birth to their delightful little girl. It was finally time, and the physician said to Haley that she could pick 2 individuals to go with her inside the room. She picked her stepmother Deanne and her mother-in-law Teresa. The physician trained the family inside to do nothing that would divert the birth. But Teresa had something else as a top priority. She subtly video called Brooks through her smartphone. Brooks was befuddled as to why his mom called him at the moment. However, when he received the call, he was shocked that his mom was covertly recording the birth of her daughter. He was enthusiastic when he saw everything in the clinic. He can at least observe his significant other giving birth to his girl in spite of the obstacles. Everybody was caught up with Haley until one physician saw that there was something dubious with Teresa. The physician went to take Teresa and discovered that she was furtively recording the process. The physician reproved her for not following their orders. Fortunately, the other specialist comprehended the situation and permitted Teresa to continue doing what she began. At the terminal, Brooks began crying. He can hardly imagine how he was going to see his little girl for the first time. A lot of time had passed, and Brooks overlooked that he was going to jump on a flight. The second was so dreamlike for Brooks. He began crying, and that was when the crew saw him and went to check on the crying officer. The staff realized that Brooks should get on the plane, so they attempted to caution him. But at that moment, a man unexpectedly yelled, "Don't let him get inside!" Different travelers of the plane, after observing Brooks' happiness about his daughter, chose to delay the flight for as long as possible. They felt what Brooks was feeling. Everybody did all that they could, yet sadly, they can't hang on anymore. They need to board the plane. Exactly when he was going to give up, since Millie was taking too long to get out of Haley, the physician yelled, "Only one more moment, she's here, she's here." Then a loud cry from Millie was heard. The soldier was glad to such an extent that he began crying loudly. When the travelers heard the infant crying, they additionally jumped with happiness. Haley could even hear everybody cheering her. Moreover, Brooks was truly appreciative of all the individuals who helped the flight get postponed. When he showed up at the Jackson airport, he could hardly imagine how he was only a couple of miles from his significant other. He was unable to wait to be with his family. It was what he had hoped and prayed for. Before he got off the plane, he expressed gratitude towards the traveler and the staff for helping him. Sometime later, Brooks at a long last showed up at the emergency. He walked as quickly as possible to the room. The beautiful girl welcomed him along with his beautiful wife as soon as he opened the door. He couldn't believe his eyes. A valuable gift in the form of her daughter directly before him. Not long after, fortunately, in light of the fact that there were no complications, Haley was released immediately from the clinic. Since Brooks just had 4 days to bond with his family, they expected to appreciate the moment as much as possible. Each second was valuable to them and they cherished it well. While they were occupied with dealing with child Millie, their story was all over the web. One of the travelers of the plane, Tracy Dover, has taken a video of the soldier crying of happiness. The following morning, a companion informed the couple to open their social media. Overnight, their video became really popular. They could hardly imagine their inbox as overwhelmed with sweet messages. The video had 1,000 likes and 20,000 views. They imagined that was it. However, the video was all the while going popular and received 200,000 views at the end. After 5 days, he needed to get back. However, he was glad that he got the opportunity to see his better half and his little girl. This soldier story is a motivation to all of us. We ought to consistently be appreciative of the individuals giving up their lives to protect us and our nation. That's it, friends. What's your opinion about the story? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to our video and don't forget to click the bell icon to see more wonderful stories coming your way on a regular basis. See you in the next video!